Bollywood Dance School Canada with the opening performance dedicated to India's 75 years of independence. Ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of that performance by BTS? Did you enjoy it? Yes. Wonderful, and what a great way to start this evening. Well, folks, good evening, and I'm so grateful that all of you could join us as we celebrate India at 75. My name is Amin Dillon, and I have the distinct honor of being your Master of Ceremonies. Tonight, we are celebrating individuals who have shown excellence in their business, their communities, and in their volunteer work. We'll be getting to know each award recipient, and to further mark this special occasion, after each panel, we will have our award recipients sign the national Indian flag right over there, and this flag will be presented to the Government of India in New Delhi as a souvenir of Canada. This is a great reflection on the strong relationship and ties between India and Canada. And we are so glad all of you could join us in this night of celebration, reflection, and inspiration. Before we begin the awards ceremony, we will play the national anthems for both Canada and India. So if you're able to, please rise. Everyone, please remain standing as we now have the Indian National Anthem. Thank you so much, everyone. You can have a seat. Thank you. It's always nice to start off with the national anthems, right? It always gives you some pride. And honestly, I feel like we're so blessed to live in a country where we are encouraged to celebrate our Canadian and Indian roots. So what a great way to kick off the evening. Right now, I would like to introduce you to the man behind all of this, Vipul Jani. Vipul Jani is the founder director for Impact Media and Events Corporation, IMEC, and the organizer for tonight's gala. IMEC works on the Canada-India corridor and organizes Make in India themed sector-specific bilateral conferences, business leaders roundtables, provincial and interprovincial conferences, annual galas, and so much more. Vipul has been a journalist for 33 years and has his own Canadian media company for 15 years. He published 2 weekly community newspapers, had his own radio program, and has been part of several Indo-Canadian and non-for-profit organizations since his arrival in Canada in 2000. Everyone, give a warm welcome to Mr. Vipul Jani.
Thank you very much, Amin. Thank you everyone for being here today. I only have a brief speech about 45 minutes long. I hope it's okay. My event, man, I can decide, right? Okay, so about 6 minutes. Special moments call for special celebrations. It's in the book. I mean, you can also follow it at the same time. Special moments call for special celebrations. They also offer an opportunity to look back, to reevaluate, see what is working well, what is not, and why, what is not working and why, and work on improving upon them going forward. India at 75 is a similar opportunity. Over the last 75 years, India, people living in India, and the Indian diaspora globally have come a long way, both in terms of their progress, accomplishments, and aspirations. Signs of progress and change are visible everywhere, in India, and also how people of Indian origin are now running the world's largest multinational corporations, also holding high political offices globally. A very welcome change is the confidence and the pragmatic approach India is showing in global and diplomatic affairs. We are no longer part of this group or that group. Our actions, while consistent and honorable, keep the larger interest of India in mind first. We have shown a large heart in accommodating our frenemies and sought better relations with everyone, despite not so pleasant experiences in the past sometimes. India has never encroached upon anybody's land or resources, and that is why India must tackle its population growth head on. What is good for others in terms of a large market may not be so desirable for India in the long run, as it puts enormous stress on the state to provide resources, jobs, and opportunities, as well as the required services to 1.3 billion people. If the population growth is not checked, no amount of progress or growth will be sufficient. It feels very humbling to see so many prominent business and political leaders accepting my invitation to join us here today. Actually, we had about 57 award recipients confirmed. Unfortunately, 13 of them had to drop out after confirmations for various reasons. Otherwise, we would have many more with us today. IMEC does 4 Make in India themed sector-specific Canada-India conferences per year, a Canada-India education forum with Canadian colleges and universities. It's also in the booklet, in a IMEC activities page. Provincial and interprovincial conferences, business leaders roundtables, and now we are also starting business delegations from one Canadian province to another. This year we are planning to take 3 business delegations to Yukon, Alberta, and British Columbia. If anyone in this room wants to be a part of those delegations, please let us know. I have a very large team of one, myself, to do all of this that I just mentioned. So if you find any areas of improvements, please do let me know. I am not perfect. There may be some errors, some areas where we can improve upon. So do let me know. I will make sure I do better next time. 75 years of India as a modern nation is a historic milestone for sure. However, as we all know, India, that is Bharat, that is Hindustan, as a civilization has been around for thousands of years. The British were there for 200 years only. So let us remember the history, learn from it, celebrate it as a National Day of India. Do we still need to be part of a so-called Commonwealth? I mean, what and whose purpose does it serve today, in today's day and age? I think it's time to think and start fresh again. That's my personal opinion, but just thought this would be the time to share it. There are many Indo-Canadian organizations here organizing events, conferences, forums, delegations, visits, and more. However, most of the action is from event to event, meeting to meeting, with not much really permanent on the Canada-India corridor. So that is why I am trying to build something called a Canada-India House here in GTA. It's a very ambitious project, I mean, to say the least. A real estate property which can have an India museum, a Canada museum, to showcase the paintings, the artifacts, the sculptures, our contributions to the world, what Canada has contributed to the world, what India has contributed to the world, and much more. A speakers bureau where we can invite scholars, current and former ministers, bureaucrats, ambassadors, and senior government and business leaders to debate and discuss important issues. I mean, we get almost close to 100 speakers on our platform right now, every year. A convention center which can also host events like this, and other bilateral conferences, hotel rooms for visiting delegations, and a few other things, including a vegetarian food bank, medical camps, and much more. So I've been trying to put this together for some time now. This can serve as a template for other global initiatives like, say, India-US House, India-UK House, something like that. So let us Indo-Canadians take the lead and create something unique, something first. I have the vision and the passion. What I need is some professional guidance and seed money for this project. Initial estimates are about $30–35 million to buy an existing hotel and convert it into a Canada-India house. There are many people in this hall today who can help build and fund this project just by themselves. However, what I want to do is to prepare a detailed project report first and then seek further funding, either from banks or other institutions. There are quite a few banks here in the hall as well. We are open to all the options like naming rights, revenue sharing, sponsorship benefits, and more. Many of you donate generously to colleges, universities, hospitals, and temples. The Canada-India House will be a first anywhere in the world and will be used by future generations. So as they say, all big things start with a thought, right? You will get permanent recognition on the walls of the house, on the rooms, on the museums, lifetime invitations to all the events and activities at the Canada-India House, special donor recognition events, and get-togethers every year, and many other benefits. So I don't have much time today to go into all the details here, but you get the point, I guess. So it will be nice to see a few pledges today or later on. I'm happy to discuss further later on. I have always believed in, always worked towards, and always said that we, all individuals and all organizations working on the Canada-India corridor, should not only work together, but also need to be seen working together. Can we do it with the Canada-India House project, funded by Indo-Canadians and the organizations together? Lastly, a special thank you to the best diplomatic team we have in Canada today, High Commissioner Ajay Bisaria ji, Deputy High Commissioner Anshuman Gaur, Consul General of India to Toronto Apurva Srivastava. They have all been rock stars and a solid support to us all for the last 3 years. It will be heartbreaking to see all of them soon depart to their next postings. Consul General of India to Vancouver, Mr. Manish, is away and could not join us today. So let's have a big round of applause for our great diplomatic team today. In the end, let us celebrate today, but also remember that a 10,000-year-old civilization is only 75 years young as a modern nation in its present geographical form. Much has been achieved in 75 years, but a lot more has to be done before everyone can enjoy the fruits of our progress and success. Let us look at it as glass half full and do what we can to make things even better. Jai Hind, that's from my side, and I need to acknowledge a couple of people. We have among us today Member of Parliament Sonia Sidhu for Brampton South, Member of Parliament Ikwinder Gahir for Mississauga Malton, Member of Parliament Melissa Landsman for Thornhill, and the Brampton City Councillor and the Peel Regional Councillor Gurpreet Dhillon. If they are not here right now, they will be here anytime soon. And lastly, the Economic Development Minister for Yukon, Mr. Ranj Pillai, was supposed to be here today, but unfortunately he got COVID 2 days ago. So he won't be with us here today. So that's it from my side, and let us now welcome our keynote speaker for today, His Excellency Mr. Ajay Bisaria. He is the High Commissioner of India to Canada from March 1st, 2020. Previously, he was India's ambassador to Poland with concurrent accreditation to Lithuania, and also served as the High Commissioner of India to Pakistan. Earlier, Mr. Bisaria was posted at the Indian Embassy in Moscow from 1988 to 1991 and served as Under Secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs on the East Europe desk, and then moved to the Ministry of Commerce in the era of economic liberalization. He was posted as First Secretary in the Indian Embassy in Berlin and later appointed as a Private Secretary to Prime Minister of India, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Mr. Bisaria was posted to the World Bank in Washington, D.C. as advisor to the Executive Director for South Asia. In 2009, he moved to Delhi to serve as Joint Secretary Eurasia in the Ministry of External Affairs. The HC is fluent in Hindi, English, and Russian, and has working knowledge of German, Polish, and Urdu. So, a big round of applause. Please welcome the keynote speaker for today, High Commissioner Ajay Bisaria.
Thank you, Vipul, for that very generous introduction. Our host for today, the very dynamic Vipul Jani of Impact Media, distinguished awardees who are going to be honored today, all the sponsors of this wonderful event, all the honorable MPs and elected leaders who are going to join us. I especially want to mention the Honorable Prasad Panda, Minister of Infrastructure from Alberta. We're going to miss the Honorable Ranj Pillai, Minister of Economic Development of the Yukon Territory. Very special, both places special to me because I was in the beautiful Alberta and Jasper just 2 days ago, and in Yukon last couple of months ago. So welcome all of you, and ladies and gentlemen, such a delight to be here in a real in-person event where in times when I don't see too many masks around. So it's so wonderful to be here in normal times. It's great to see so many friends from across Canada joining us today and for this very special event. Let me begin by commending the organizers of today, which is Impact Media and Vipul Jani, the one-man army that has been in front of you. Vipul has been a most reliable and strong ally for the High Commission and the consulates in organizing a number of events in the India-Canada Economic Corridor, and thank you for all that you do, and please keep it up. We live in extraordinary times. It's become a cliche, but we do. And the last 3 years, we've seen a triple whammy of the pandemic that came upon us in 2020, the economic crisis that followed from the pandemic in 2021, and this war in Europe that has gone on for more than 3 months in 2022. In so many different ways, these shocks, these disruptions have affected all our lives, and also the lives of nations. We are celebrating today 75 years of India's independence, and that is a huge moment for us. It is a time to reflect and ponder and think of India's journey. It would take me at least 75 minutes to do justice to it, but that is not in the agenda, so let me try the 75-second version. I think India's extraordinary journey is marked by one strong commitment which defines India, and that is the commitment to democracy. This faith has been held by the Indian people through these 75 years, through ups and downs and challenges and various disruptions. India emerged from colonial depredation of 200 years with a shattered economy, but kept the faith in democracy in the early years and kept the faith through wars and pestilence and challenges beyond. It is particularly a challenge to have kept that faith at the time and dealt with a country which is now of 1.4 billion people, but also very diverse, very poor, and with a whole set of complex challenges, including those coming from the neighborhood. I think an inflection point in India's journey began in the 1990s. That inflection point came in the 1990s. But since then, India's commitment grew to prosperity for its people. We started the dramatic economic reforms in 1991, but then moved on incrementally to more reforms, and you've seen a huge acceleration of this in recent times, even during the pandemic, where we use the opportunity of not wasting a good crisis and trying deep structural reforms over the fiscal and monetary reforms across sectors of the Indian economy. It was in land, labor, capital, in education, and in multiple other ways to create a modern economy that could deliver. From about the beginning of this century, I think 2000 or so, India has also been very conscious of its place in the world and keen to play the role of a responsible global citizen in its interactions with the world. India's began to be recognized in the global high table from the beginning of this century. We developed strategic partnerships across the world with the US, with Russia, with the EU, and India stepped forward to be part of global conversations responsibly in areas like climate change or terrorism or trade. And I think that is what is defining what India stands for in the world today. Over the last couple of months of this crisis in Europe, Delhi became a hub for global diplomacy. You would have seen the number of diplomatic meetings we had, including from Canada, but also from the United States, from Russia, the foreign minister of Russia, the foreign minister of China. They were all in India, and India wanted and continues to play this constructive global role in dealing with our world. Where does India stand today? It is the fastest growing large economy in the world, growing at 7 to 8%. And one of the objectives is to use this growth, this prosperity, to absolutely minimize poverty. Extreme poverty is completely, almost completely eliminated, but even relative poverty is down, and that is the goal for India as it stands today. But one defining feature of the new India has been the use of unleashing the creativity, the innovation of its younger population. We've seen 100 unicorns now in India that have come only in the last few years. They are driving this innovation, this startup economy, and redefining the way India is. The fact that our demography is very favorable, with 70% of India under the age of 35, adds to it. So a few years ago, when I would talk to a group like this, I would talk of India's ability to produce 3 films a day. Today we still make 3 films a day, but we also make 4 unicorns a day. It's 4 startups a day and 4 unicorns a month is what India is today producing. And this is what will power India's growth into the next decade, where we hope to be a $5 trillion economy by 2025 and a $10 trillion economy by the end of the decade. Already the signs are good. India's exports this year were over $400 billion, a great deal coming to Canada, more than $3.7 billion. And the world is beginning to believe in the India story. We had over $82 billion of investment coming on the back of 7 record-breaking years for FDI or investment. And we are soon hoping to touch, in the next few years, a $100 billion level of global investment in India. So the story has been about leveraging the technology. It's about leveraging the energy transition in which we are going in the next decade. It's about leveraging the geopolitical shifts that take place as the world moves towards the Indo-Pacific as a fulcrum rather than of Europe. So what India's attempt has been is to leapfrog in terms of technologies, move with these global trends, look at technology in a very serious way, particularly cloud technology and solar installations. India is already 3rd in the world. India hopes to be a pioneer in green hydrogen, which will power the future. So the next 25 years, as India gets to 2047 and its 100th birthday, is going to be about leveraging all these positive factors and playing a very positive role in the world. India's rise is going to be good for India and good for the world. The other important factor, I think, is of having a more inclusive India. So technology has been used now to be able to reach to Indians who could be left out of the traditional growth and the traditional areas of growth. So just to give you an example, the digital welfare system that we've set up, in the last 3 years alone, about $200 billion of digital welfare has gone directly to 950 million people. That is a huge achievement, particularly because in the old days, the economic belief was that of every rupee, only 15 paise was reaching the poor in terms of welfare because of the leaky pipes in the system. But now with digital social welfare means digital bank accounts and unique identities and mobile phones, I think what we have managed to do is plug those loopholes. So there have been schemes like Ayushman Bharat, which was a social or health insurance scheme for more than 500 million people. And what India is running now is one of the largest food grain programs in the world for 800 million people. So it's a huge ambition, it's a huge laboratory that India is, and the aim is to bring welfare to the people of India, but also to be a hugely responsible global citizen. In the last few years alone, you would have seen that India has emerged as the pharmacy of the world and also as the vaccine maker of the world. Today, India's capacity for making vaccines is about 5 billion vaccines annually. We just ran a vaccination program which got to about almost 2 billion vaccines, most of them made in India. So the rise of India has been, will be good for the world, it will be good for Canada, and that is a segue for me to talk about the India-Canada partnership. We also celebrate today 75 years of the India-Canada diplomatic partnership. And one test of any friendship, and particularly, between people or between nations, is how you deal with a crisis. And I think India and Canada passed that test. Right in the beginning of the crisis, when Canada needed pharmaceuticals, we made special provisions to send to Toronto pharmaceuticals, including hydroxychloroquine, which was then required. Right after that, Prime Minister Trudeau made a request to Prime Minister Modi, and within 3 weeks of that request, we had sent vaccines from India to Canada. Incidentally, Canada was the only G7 country where India has sent vaccines. Right after that, when India was hit by a brutal second wave last year, Canada stepped forward, all the provinces stepped forward. We had oxygen plants, ventilators, a whole lot of equipment rushed to India in planes, and I think we are deeply grateful to Canada for being with us in that moment. And in many ways, this signifies the kind of relationship we have. A special headline of this relationship is the increase in Canadian investment in India. It used to be $5 billion of portfolio investment in around 2014-15. It is now over $60 billion and growing. Today, this has special resonance in Toronto, where I know many such companies are represented across from Toronto who have a huge presence in India. And this, I think, is faith that is growing. It's a faith that's justified. Brookfield today is the largest global investor in India, with over $20 billion of investment. The first unicorn that came out of India last year was in the insurance sector, Digit Insurance, which is backed by Fairfax. Tomorrow, I will have the pleasure of giving the Padma Award, the Padma Shri, to Mr. Prem Vatsa, who's been such a champion of India from Fairfax. And I think that story multiplies in so many ways. So we have a paradigm of a relationship today where the economic partnership is leading the political relationship, and that is precisely the way it should be. 2022 has been an excellent year. We had the visit of Trade Minister Mary Ng to India. We've agreed to sign a trade agreement. We are in talks. The next round begins tomorrow, and we hope to get this, what we are calling the early progress trade agreement, done before the end of the year. This will be a huge multiplier for business. Last month, we had the Minister of Civil Aviation from India come in to Canada, and we agreed on an open skies policy, which means an unlimited number of flights between India and Canada that the agreement talks about. We've talked about deepening the technology and scientific cooperation when our science and technology working group met. And we have next week coming into Toronto for the PDAC mining meet, our mining minister, and we have multiple conversations going on with Canadian provinces about strategic acquisitions by India of mines. We also have conversations coming up between the foreign ministers and between the two prime ministers, who will likely meet in person very soon. So this is a relationship that is getting deeper and deeper. And I think the special factor that drives this relationship is represented in this room today, and we are honoring many of them in this room today, which is the Indo-Canadian community. This community, I think, of 1.7 million, for us, at least at the High Commission, has been a strong ally in getting advice, in getting discussions, in opening doors, in being able to have those special conversations to deepen this relationship. Today, as you know, we have leadership from this community across the board in politics, more than 19 members of parliament, several members of provincial parliament, Supreme Court judges, leaders in business, academia, culture. So I think this is a huge, huge asset which we should be leveraging in every possible way. Also on students, We have more than 230,000 Indian students in Canada. That means 1 in every 4 student traveling overseas comes to Canada. This number is going to go up to 300,000 very soon. And I think this becomes the basis of a win-win partnership where India is supplying high quality human capital with these paying students who become PRs, who become the citizens of the future, and while also bringing a good deal of investment and innovation in terms of this, the startup corridors that we're trying to create between each other. So I think that is a quick snapshot of where we are in terms of the bilateral partnership. And let me end on a very personal note of farewell. I complete my tenure of 2 years and 3 months on the 30th of June. This has been an extraordinary experience, not least because I came to Canada along with the virus. So it was a huge challenge to do what we call pandemic diplomacy and to reinvent diplomacy without the handshake, but with the meeting on a screen. And I often call myself the virtual High Commissioner because most of my friends were virtual. But I have to be grateful that in at least the last 3 months, I had the opportunity to meet so many friends and to have so many relationships that I can take forward. But I think in terms of the health of the bilateral India-Canada partnership, we are leaving it in good health. This is a relationship where the economic partnership is truly driving the rest of the relationship and also drowning out some of the noises that come from some radical elements which tended to have a larger than life significance in the relationship. But I think we're getting away from that. So today we honor the true ambassadors of India and Canada, that is representatives of the 1.7 million diaspora being recognized for their excellence. We, the diplomats, will come and go, but you are the permanent representatives of India here, and it's such an honor to be joining you today and to be part of these celebrations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, High Commissioner. I'm actually going to ask you to remain on stage, if you could. And I would like to also invite back up Vipul Johnny, and if I could have our Counsel General, Prasad Shervastova, to come up on stage as well. Right now, we are going to start off with our first panel of 11 award recipients. So that means when I call your name, please come up on stage and join us. Ajay Shah, Akhil Tayaji, Anand Agarwal, Anita Dalakoti, Anil Arora, Anil Shah, Arvind Arasiavili, Anil Sharma, Atul Agarwal, Bob Dylan, and Kuku Kocher. If everyone could please come up on stage and have a seat. Wonderful. So let us begin our formal awards ceremony with our first award recipient tonight, Mr. Ajay Shah. Ajay Shah is the president of Om Hotel and Resort Limited, Shivutex Canada, Inc., and Three Pines Lodge. His philanthropy work includes being a trustee of Toronto Haveli, the Society of Vaisnavas of Toronto. He is a past president of the Vanig Samaj of Canada and a big fan of Indian cricket player Kapil Dev. Mr. Shah studied engineering in India. Congratulations, Ajay Shah. If I could please come up in the center right here, and if I could have the presentation by our High Commissioner, our Counsel General, and Vipul Johnny. I'll get everyone to gather around for the photographers, please. And if we can give him a big round of applause, that'd be wonderful.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I want to thank Vipul for hosting this event. It's been 75 years since India has gotten its independence, and it's amazing to see how far everyone has come. The community that have bloomed throughout Canada has not only increased in population, but it's increased in all sectors in businesses like hospitality, manufacturing, medical, importation, and everywhere. The growth of our Indian community has all helped us in one way or another. 75 years of independence and celebration of Indian Gala, that is amazing in India and in Canada. Once again, thank you everyone that attended, and a special thanks to Vipul and team for organizing this wonderful event.
Our next award recipient tonight is Akil Tayaji. Akil is the manager, Europe and Americas of the Export Growth Branch in the Ontario Ministry of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. Through his position in the Government of Ontario, Akil has contributed to increasing the export capabilities of several Ontario companies and has led key trade missions to India that generated business opportunities for Ontario manufacturers and service providers. Akil specializes in growth strategies with a focus on globalization and in raising capital from domestic and international markets. He is a member of the board of directors for Canada-India Business Council and also involved with the Toronto chapter of TIE. A mechanical engineer from Birla Institute of Technology, he also holds an MBA from the Rotman School of Management at the University of Toronto. Congratulations, Akil Tayaji. If you could please step forward, and I will again ask our Counsel General, Vipul and our High Commissioner as well to recognize him. Again, if I could get everyone to face the photographers, that'd be lovely. And a big round of applause, please.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to congratulate India for celebrating its 75th anniversary of its independence. I would also like to take this as an opportunity to thank Vipul and IMEC for organizing this event and celebrating India's 75th independence and anniversary. Vipul did ask me to talk a bit about how do I see Canada and India's relation going forward. I expect this relationship between Canada and India to strengthen in coming times. While Canada is the largest democratic country, India is the largest democracy. Canada and India also have a lot of things in common, whether it is federal form of government or the legal system. Canada and India will benefit from alliances as Canada provides access to large North American market and India is a growing market with significant business opportunities. Canada is a resource rich, which has got a substantial market in India. Both countries are also expected to benefit from evolving alliances and supply chain in this ever-changing geopolitical situation. I do see a great alliances forming in future between Canadian and Indian organizations. Thank you.
Our next award winner is Anand Agarwal. Anand is the CEO of Manor Park Group of Companies and the Infinity Convention Center in Ottawa, Ontario. Anand has been in the real estate business since 1980 with over 100 employees and an annual turnover of $100 million. In his 42-year career, Anand has invested in and built office buildings, commercial plazas, and hotels. He also develops land for affordable homes and new rentals. Anand has engaged in charitable work in and around Ottawa, including assisting in building a Sikh temple and Shri Satya Temple in Ottawa, promoting heart health for Indo-Canadians and education and training for the homeless through the Ottawa Mission. His to-do list includes building more affordable rentals in the Ottawa region and building an ashram for Indo-Canadian elders who get ignored by their children in Ottawa. Congratulations, Anand Agarwal, and to accept this award on his behalf, we have his nephew, Prashant, here. So if I could get you to please step forward for the recognition. though he isn't here, I'm sure you can feel it. So can we get a round of applause for Anand Agarwal, please?
Hello, my name is Anand Agarwal. I came to Canada in 1967, immediately after my graduation from IIT Delhi. I came to Alberta, a cold country. I came in September. It was beginning of fall, but it was cold. However, the reception I got, the welcome I got was heartwarming. Somebody at midnight picked me up from the airport and took me a place of residence, fed me properly, and gave me a warm bed. I came and I thought I will go back to India as soon as I have $50,000 collected in my pocket. But it never happened. I'm here 55 years later. Canada gave me opportunities to grow, and I have achieved more than I ever thought I will. I thank Canada for giving me this opportunity, and I thank India for giving me the education background at virtually no cost. And I thank Impact Media for bringing our life histories to forefront so that the other people can benefit. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Our next award winner is Anita Delacote. Anita is the president of Delacote Financial and Insurance Services and CEO of Apple Insurance and Financial Services. She's been in the insurance industry for nearly 2 decades. Between her 2 companies, she covers the entire spectrum of insurance and financial planning needs for her clients. Prior to immigrating to Canada in 2000, Anita lived and worked in Beijing, China, for well over a decade. She was the country manager of China for the Australian Centre for International Agricultural Research, a statutory body within the Australian Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade. Anita has been recognized with various awards over the years. In 2014, she was ranked number 4 among the top 50 financial advisors in Canada. Anita's late father was retired as a decorated officer in the Indian Army. Her mother is a retired military nurse and teacher. She has an MBA in International Business and Marketing from Durham University. In addition, she is a certified professional consultant on aging and an elder planning counselor. Congratulations, Anita Delacote. Please step forward for your recognition.
Greetings from Vancouver. 75 years of independence. What an achievement. I'm honored to celebrate India's glorious history, its people and culture. I'm Anita Delacote. I grew up in India and was fortunate enough to live in China for 15 years prior to immigrating to Canada in 2000. I came ready to contribute to the policy of multiculturalism, speaking English, Hindi, Mandarin, and Russian. I worked hard to build up a business in insurance and financial planning, which has brought financial security and growth to many individuals, families, and corporations across the country. I'm proud to be both Indian and Canadian. As a successful entrepreneur, I see tremendous potential for Canada-India bilateral trade to grow from the current base of $10 billion US. I'm also a strong advocate for gender equality and hope to see much more representation of women in all facets of business and politics. From Vancouver, I will continue to do my part as a proud woman of the Indian diaspora. Finally, I'd like to thank IMEC and Vipul Jani for creating such a wonderful platform to celebrate the achievements, both small and large, within the India-Canada corridor. Thank you.
Our next award recipient is Anil Arora. Anil Arora is the Chief Statistician of Canada since 2016. Statistics Canada is the national statistical office with 8,000 employees and an annual budget of nearly $1 billion. Anil joined Statistics Canada in 1988, where he served in several positions, including regional operations and corporate services. At Statistics Canada, he headed the process of modernizing and transforming the organization to better use new sources of data, cutting-edge infrastructure, and world-leading expertise to bring more detailed data and greater analytical insights to Canadians. His volunteer and charitable work includes supporting the Ottawa Hospital, Shepherds of Good Hope, and Hindu Temple of Ottawa Carleton. The causes that he cares about and supports include organ transplants, homeless and immigrant settlement support services. Congratulations, Anil Arora. Please step forward for your recognition.
Congratulations to IMEC and Vipulji on this celebration. Thank you for this honor. As a senior official and Deputy Minister in the Government of Canada, I have a unique vantage point on the Canada-India relationship, having led prime ministerial and ministerial business missions through organizations like the World Bank help build capacity, and long-standing economic and human-to-human relationships. We have done so many things right as two countries and two peoples for the benefit of both. The future is ripe with opportunity, and I think the moment is now to capitalize on it by working together. Thank you very much for this honor, and it's great to be in such distinguished company.
Our next award winner is Anil Shah. Anil is the president and CEO of NIMET Metals, Inc. NIMET Metals was established in 1990 as a metals trading house based in Oakville, Ontario, and has since grown to be one of Canada's largest trading houses, dealing in metals for the world market with an annual turnover in excess of 100 million, employing 25 in its Ontario headquarters and several more in its operations in the UAE, the US, and India. They actively source, process, and trade key products like nickel, steel, and alloys, with plans to branch into future metals like lithium. They are currently setting up a greenfield scrap recycling and processing plant in the UAE. Anil started his metal business in 1983 in Mumbai, India, and moved to Canada in 1990. He's been actively involved in several philanthropy and charitable endeavors over the past 2 decades. From 2002 to 2009, he was actively involved with the fundraising committee for Trillium Hospital in Mississauga. He was the Diwali Gala dinner co-chair from 2004 to 2009, and the director Trillium Health Center board from 2004 to 2009. He has led a number of charity golf tournaments that have helped raise thousands of dollars for charitable causes, such as the Trillium Hospital Foundation, Sick Kids Hospital, and the families of fallen soldiers in India and Canada. He has helped build a student hostel in Dhanduka, Gujarat, the birthplace of his parents, which today is home to over 50 needy students. He has donated over 30,000 to the Polio Foundation Seva Sansthan in Gujarat to help build a hospital. He has helped them secure land, and he's also raised a further 25,000 as well. Congratulations, Anil Shah. Please step forward for your recognition.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Anil Shah, and I'm indeed thankful to Vipul and IMEC for having selected me for this particular recognition at this event. Those of you who do not know me, I have been past chair as well as the national convener and worked with enthusiasm, with passion, with a lot of esteemed group of individuals who I call my fellow Canada India Foundation members. I'm indeed thankful to each and every one of them for having provided me with guidance and enough encouragement to work together along with them. I also once again want to thank Vipul for this great event that he has put together, and I welcome each and every one of you to have a great evening. Thank you very much.
Our next award recipient is Arvind Arasiavili. Arvind is the chairman and managing director of Gala Education Group, based in Hyderabad, India. He's also the director of Param Technologies, Inc., based out of Minneapolis, and Afficent CA in Canada. He heads his own charity, the Arasiavili Arvind Charitable Trust. Arvind started his career working as an international admission officer at Global University, Minnesota, right after his MBA from the same university. He returned to India in 2012 and set up Excelia Education Group, LLC. It provides international educational services to Indian students. He launched Param Technologies in 2015. Param is an information technology development and consulting firm servicing clients throughout the US. In 2020, he started Efficient CA in Toronto. Efficient is a software services provider delivering IT services with creative solutions. He also engages in philanthropy through the Arasiavili Arvind Charitable Trust. In 2022, they adopted a village government school for the construction of a new school building, and the trust also funds education fees for girls. Congratulations, Arvind Arasiavili. Please come up to the stage here and be recognized.
Good evening. Great to see you all today evening at Toronto. This is Arvind Arasiavili, Director at Efficience Canada, Director at Param Technologies Inc., USA. We do software development in cloud technologies, and we are expanding our base into UK, Mexico, and Dubai. Thank you, Vipul, for inviting me to this event. And also, we run an NGO in India by the name Arasiavili Arvind Charitable Trust, where we sponsor education for girls, and we have recently adopted a government school for innovation of its building. Thank you.
Our next award winner is Anil Sharma. Anil has been in the insurance and investments industry for 3 decades. He is a certified financial planner and a chartered life underwriter. He manages 50 brokers and has 3 employees. He's worked in Iraq, Oman, and Brunei before migrating to Canada in 1992. He received the CPB Award from the Industrial Alliance continuously for the past 17 years. He's appeared on radio shows to provide free financial tips. He donates regularly to Vidya Jyoti, an organization providing free education to the underprivileged in India. He promotes and donates to aspiring young badminton players. In 2017, he collected and donated funds to farmers in India and helped pay their loans. He's also raised and donated funds for Brampton Hospital and also to provide ventilators to India during the COVID pandemic. Congratulations, Anil Sharma. Please come up. Congratulations again. Round of applause, please. Our next award winner is Anil Agarwal. Atul has been in the pharmaceutical sector in Canada for more than 3 decades. He is the co-founder and chair of A&A Pharmachem Inc. He is the co-founder and CEO of Marcan Pharmaceuticals Limited, where he is a board member. He employs over 60 people, and his business has an annual turnover exceeding 200 million. He plans to grow A&A Pharmacam business in the US and eventually into Europe. At Marcan, he plans to bring several complex generic drugs to the Canadian market, including biosimilars and vaccines. His real estate work involves commercial redevelopment on existing sites with large food and petroleum tenants. He's been involved in many charitable and nonprofit organizations. He served as vice chair of Mukul Hindi School in Ottawa, chair of the Young Presence Organization in Ottawa, chair of Joan of Arc Academy, and vice chair of Queensway Carleton Hospital in Ottawa. Through the Richa and Atul Agarwal Foundation, Atul and his family work closely with an NGO in Rajasthan. They have helped over 300 families access clean drinking water, grow their own food, and send their daughters to school. Atul went to public schools in Ottawa and then received his Bachelor of Mathematics honors at the University of Waterloo in 1987. After getting his CA designation in 1988, he got his Master's in Business Administration from Wilfrid Laurier University in 1989. After graduation, he joined the family real estate business before founding A&A Pharmacam Inc. in 1992 and then Marcan Pharmaceuticals Limited in 2004. Congratulations, Atul Agarwal. Please step forward.
Congratulations to India on 75 years of independence, and to IMEC for putting on this gala celebrating the India-Canada relationship. Also, congratulations to my fellow award recipients. For over 30 years, I have believed in the strength of the Canada-India business relationship. We invested in the early days of the Indian pharma industry to introduce and bring Indian-made medicines to Canada. Today, India is the leading supplier of generic pharmaceuticals to Canada. Indian immigration to Canada has brought many talented and experienced professionals to this country. However, many of those immigrants continue to find barriers to get suitable jobs. I'm happy to say that today, many of these professionals are working at senior levels of the Canadian pharmaceutical industry, including at our own company. It is incumbent on professional organizations in Canada to recognize and fast-track professionals with experience from India. It will help grow the Canadian economy. I believe the Canada-India business relationship is at the beginning of the curve, and it will grow exponentially in the future. It will be an exciting time for both countries. Thank you.
Our next award winner is Bob Dylan, President and CEO, Main Street Equity Corp. The first thing you have to know about Bob Dylan is how he describes himself: a radical social entrepreneur with real estate in his blood. From his teenage start as a grassroots real estate entrepreneur, he has evolved to add real estate development, real estate asset ownership, and real estate management to his skill set. He has built his company to be one of the most successful on the TSX, compounding double-digit returns for over 20 years, and building his team to 500 members plus another 200 contractors. Bob is the Honorary Consul General of Belize for Canada and owns a private 3,000-acre island there that he's developing into a world-class Eagle Resort alongside a 1,500-acre rainforest resort. It's Sounds pretty nice. Bob was appointed an officer in the Order of Canada in 2021. His board appointments include Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, Board of Governors of the Banff Centre for Arts and Creativity 2022, Canada India Business Council 2021, Invest Alberta Corporation 2020, and the Premier's Alberta Economic Recovery Council 2020. His philanthropy is extensive, but he is most passionate about his targeted giving in the field of education. He strongly believes that the most important task ahead of him is his work in building the bridge to connect Canada with India. Congratulations to Bob Dylan, and to accept this award on his behalf, we have Sergey Babra here, so if you could please step forward and accept the award on his behalf.
I'd like to first of all congratulate everyone on the 75th anniversary of the Indian independence. This is a perfect and great timing for somebody as Canadian from Indian heritage like myself and India at the stage they are today. What's a beautiful time and a perfect time to build bridges between India and Canada. All us Canadians from Indian heritage are going to be ambassadors, and we are going to collectively build these bridges with India and Canada. What a great honor. I'm humbled to receive this award. Thank you very much.
Our next award recipient is Kuku Kochar. Kuku is the president and CEO of DCR Phoenix Group of Companies based in Ottawa. In 1988, Kuku founded Phoenix Group of Companies, which has developed a large land portfolio and house building operation across the Ottawa-Carleton region. Construction and sales exceed $200 million per year. Through the company, he is the owner and manager of a large residential rental portfolio in Ottawa and a number of commercial properties, including the Ottawa Life Sciences Park. He also has a large granite, hardwood, ceramics operation, one of the largest in Ottawa, and its clients include some of the largest builders in Ottawa. He was on the board of directors of the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation from 1995 to 2001, where he represented Ontario with more than 50% of the national budget. He was responsible for mortgage insurance, affordable housing, and developing secondary markets for mortgage-backed securities. Kuku has given back to the community, both to the Indo-Canadian community in particular, and also to the larger Ottawa community. In 2013, he donated $1.2 million to create the Kochar Family Scholarships at Carleton University in honor of his mother and grandmother. Yes, we can do a round of applause for that, yes. In addition, he has donated $250,000 to the Cancer Institute of Ottawa General Hospital, $100,000 to the Ottawa YMCA, and to several other Ottawa-based charities. He's the co-chairperson for the Laurier Club and has led 2 major business delegations to India on behalf of the Government of Canada. He has hosted a number of fundraisers for Canadian prime ministers at his home, including our current prime minister. Congratulations, Kuku Kochar. Please step forward and accept your award.
Good evening, everyone. As you know, India will be celebrating its 75th anniversary of independence starting from August this year. I would like to congratulate all Indo-Canadians and of course our friends and our families back in India. India is now entering a true partnership with Canada on trade, and never has trade agreements been as successful as they are currently. Lots of agreements are being signed as opposed to a large free trade agreement. India and Canada have decided to do multiple number of smaller agreements, and they are being very successfully executed. So congratulations again are due to India and Canada for achieving this. Lastly, I'd like to thank the sponsors of this program for acknowledging and for giving me the love and respect that they are tonight. Thank you very much.
Can I get a big round of applause for all of our 11 award recipients, please? And now could I please get all of our award recipients to step forward so we can have a nice big group photo. Thank you. So yes, come forward, let's squeeze in. I will try to help. Yes, come in everybody. And I see we've got our next generation. And anyone else, family members that want to take photos, please go ahead. And while we're taking the photo, I would like to remind all of our award recipients that right over there, we've got our flag. So please make your way after the photo to the flag, sign where your name is, because that is gonna be sent to India, don't forget. So make sure to do that. So big smiles, everybody's happy. We've got a photo. They always say if you don't have a photo, it's like it didn't happen. So we gotta make sure we get those photos. Everyone's happy? We got a photo? All right, thank you so much. Congratulations again, and please make your way to the flag. Thank you so much. Yes, we can applaud. We love applause here, so keep applauding. We love it. Right now, we are going to welcome back BDS to the stage. You saw them a little bit earlier. They are now going to be back with a festive melody. So everyone turn your attention to the stage and give them a big round of applause. Thank you. Can I please have Dr. Moad Bhandaria come up? Dr. V.I. Lucky Lakshmanan, Dr. Pradeep Merchant, Gary Comerford, Goldie Hyder, Harsh Vendra Sowen, Hema Bhatt, Indira Gurana, Jatinder Banwait, Joseph Xavier, and Kamal Bhardwaj. So please come up on stage and join us so we can start our second panel. Okay, let's see if we've got all my award recipients on stage. And again, to all the family, friends, if you want to take photos, feel free. We highly encourage it. We all know that it's very important to document these moments, so feel free to come up and take photos. Just as long as we're not blocking our official photographer, that would be lovely. And please, if everyone could have a seat, that would be great. Okay, let's begin with our first award recipient for panel 2, Dr. Moad Bhandaria. Dr. Bhandari is the chair of the Department of Surgery at McMaster University with oversight of 11 surgical specialties, 120 surgeons, 200 surgical trainees, and 200 admin and research staff. He also holds a unique Senior Tier Canada Research Chair in Surgical Innovation. He's conducted pioneering research related to intimate partner violence and has led multiple large-scale clinical trials. He's advocated on behalf of domestic violence victims, and his worldwide fracture care studies help transform the treatment of severe trauma victims in places like India, China, and Africa. He's been acknowledged among the top 10 most cited orthopedic surgeons in the world. Dr. Bhandari has published over 1,000 papers and received over $60 million in research funding. I think that needs a round of applause. That's amazing. His research and advocacy efforts have led to his induction into the Order of Ontario in 2013 and in 2019 to the Order of Canada. He also has been awarded the McMaster University's Distinguished Alumni Award and the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario's Council Award for Outstanding Achievement. His wife is a social worker with a focus in care of victims of domestic violence, and the couple has a daughter. Congratulations, Dr. Moad Bhandari. Please, if you could please step forward and accept your award and recognition. Thank you.
As a surgeon, scientist, and proud Indo-Canadian, I'm deeply honored to share this recognition with so many distinguished members of our community, each one of them representing diversity, innovation, compassion, and resilience of our community. Born in India and living in Canada for over 50 years, I know only too well that I've been the beneficiary of many extraordinary opportunities. Today, we celebrate as family. Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. Friends, we all play a vital role in the rich fabric of Canada's diversity and Indo-Canadian community. In celebration of Canada 75, I hope you'll join me with 5 important actions. The first thing is we have to take care of ourselves. We must always put our families first. Choose positivity whenever possible over negativity. Always give more than you get. And finally, never forget the people in your life that have made you who you are today. Thank you very much.
Our next award recipient is Dr. V.I. Lucky Lakshmanan. He is the chairman of Process Research Ortec Inc., a privately owned organization serving mining, recycling, and chemical industries. Dr. Lakshmanan is an internationally renowned scientist, innovator, entrepreneur, and teacher in the area of technologies for sustainable development. He moved to the UK in the late 1960s and served as a lecturer in minerals engineering at the University of Birmingham. He moved to Canada in 1974. His corporate experience involves roles in Noranda, El Dorado Nuclear, and Ortec Corporation. Process Research Ortec Inc. was formed in January 1999 to take over the Process Technologies Division of Ortec Corporation, formerly the Ontario Research Foundation, under the privatization scheme of the Ontario government. He has 5 books, 48 patents pending, and over 130 publications to his credit. He also holds numerous patents. Dr. Lakshmanan was inducted into the Order of Canada in 2021. He is the co-founder of TIE Toronto, Canada India Foundation, and the Sringeri Vidya Bharati Foundation. He's been named to the board of IC Impacts, a Canadian government-funded center of excellence. He also served on the board of United Way in 1995. Born and educated in India, Dr. Lakshmanan obtained his PhD in chemistry from Bombay University. A big congratulations, Dr. Lakshmanan. Please step forward and receive your award.
Namaskar, greetings friends. Want to thank IMEC for organizing this event. Want to thank members of IMEC for sponsoring me to receive the award today. I highly appreciate. I want to thank my wife Sharda for all her support in all these years for my small contribution in enhancing the relationship between Canada and India. We need many people like Vipul and community leaders working for Canada-India relationship to enhance further. Appreciate all their efforts. Thank you.
Our next award winner is Dr. Pradeep Merchant. Dr. Merchant is the Site Chief of Neonatology at the Ottawa Hospital Civic Campus. He's the longest serving Site Chief at the Ottawa Hospital, having served for 25 years. He sits on the boards of several nonprofit and charity organizations. He's been a member of the Queensway Carleton Hospital Foundation and a longtime board member of Ottawa Hospitals Foundation. He has been a medical director of the Rich Little Special Care Nursery for 25 years. He was made a member of the Order of Canada in 2021. He has served as chair and president of the Indo-Canadian Ottawa Business Chamber. He, along with others, founded the Canada-India Centre for Excellence in Science, Technology, Trade and Policy at Carleton University in Ottawa. He has worked with the Government of Canada to create an international student visa program and also created a Canada-India Acceleration Program for women entrepreneurs from both countries. Dr. Merchant's favorite place to visit is Mumbai, where he grew up. Mine too. Congratulations, Dr. Pradeep Merchant. Please step forward for your award.
I want to thank Mr. Vipul Jani from IMEC organization for inviting me to attend this wonderful celebration. Wonderful celebration of 75th anniversary of India's freedom. It's Amrit Mahotsav, and I'm so humbled that I've been invited to participate with so many incredible Canadians of Indian origin. We've done such a successful life here in Canada, as well as they've been actually contributing to successful conversation about the Canada-India corridor. I want to congratulate all the Indians in India of course, our Indian diaspora in Canada, as well as Indians settled all across the world on their 75th well-deserved anniversary of their freedom. India represents a dynamic parliamentary democracy, and Canada is equally dynamic in our parliamentary democracy. And we both as a country has amazing amount of synergy, and we need to explore that to the best of its ability going forward, so that in next many years we could actually see much better relationship between Canada and India when it comes to trade, policy making, partnership, as well as science and technology and entrepreneurship. So thank you, Mr. Jani, for inviting me and putting me into the list of luminaries who have actually contributed so much to Canada-India corridor. So Amrit Mahotsav, and thank you to all.
Our next award recipient is Gary Comerford. Gary is the president of Cmc Global, a consulting company specializing in international expansion. Gary has been actively involved in dealing with the enormous changes that have taken place in the financial services industry for more than 4 decades. He has worked extensively in both the individual and group insurance markets. He was a branch manager for Canada Permanent Trust Company, TD Canada Trust, and rose to become its vice president of marketing. In 1996, he joined Sun Life of Canada as Vice President of Marketing and worked in a number of roles, including General Manager for India, retiring as Senior Vice President International. In 2009, he joined Reinsurance Group of America as Executive Vice President and was later appointed Executive Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer. In 2014, he incorporated Cmc Global. He is currently a director of Novels and is a past director of the Aditya Birla Minax, Birla Sun Life Insurance, Birla Sun Life Asset Management, and Birla Sun Life Distribution in India. Gary served as president and CEO of the Canada-India Business Council. He is the past member of the board of directors of TVO and past chair of the board of Shaw Festival. In 2014, Gary was appointed as a member of Brock University's Board of Trustees and served on the executive committee. In 2017, he was appointed chair of the board, and on July 1st, 2021, assumed the role of immediate past chair. Congratulations, Gary Comerford. Please step forward.
Good evening, everyone. I sincerely want to thank Vipul Jani for the opportunity to partake in this great celebration tonight. And I want to thank Impact India and Events for organizing the 75th celebration of India. It seems like only yesterday that I visited India for the very first time, but it was actually well over 25 years ago. And over that period of time, I have met so many friends and developed so many relationships with this wonderful country. It was through the generosity in many respects of Sun Life that enabled me to travel to India so many times to do a joint venture with the Aditya Birla Group. And you wonder at the time whether or not joint ventures like this would going to work. And of course, people say, well, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. And as you look back 25 years, it is with some pride that I look back and say that this relationship probably today is as solid today as it was 25 years ago. I'm also very proud of the fact that, the relationship with India continues as a director of Novellus. Novellus is a wholly owned subsidiary of Indelco, a company that is principally owned by the Aditya Birla Group. So again, the relationship with India is long lasting and real. And I think that I can't tell you how I would encourage further strong relationships between India and Canada, both on the trade side and on the cultural side, to share wonderful programs and ideas. So again, Vipul, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here this evening. And again, I just want to wish everyone a great evening. Thank you.
Congratulations again. If I could just ask my friends in the back there, if you could please have a seat, and that would be really appreciated. That way we can continue on with the award ceremony, and I promise you, I will make sure personally I give you lots of networking time, because I know how important it is, right, to exchange business cards. Hello, sir. Good to see you. If everyone could please have a seat in the back, that would be really great. And also, if there's anyone in the lobby, if you could please come in and join us as well, I would really appreciate that. Right, Vipul? We really would appreciate that. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. You're a lovely audience. Now let's continue with our next award recipient, Goldie Hyder. Goldie is the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Business Council of Canada. Previously, he was President and Chief Executive Officer of Hill & Knowlton Strategies Canada, providing strategic communications counsel to the firm's extensive and diverse client base. Prior to joining Hill & Knowlton in 2001, he served as Director of Policy and Chief of Staff to the Right Honorable Joe Clark, former Prime Minister and former leader of the Federal Progressive Conservative Party. In addition to his achievements in business and public policy, Goldie has had a long track record of service on behalf of several charities and nonprofit organizations. He is the chair of the Asia Pacific Foundation of Canada's Asia Business Leaders Advisory Council, a board member of the Business and Higher Education Roundtable, an executive committee member of the Century Initiative, and co-chair of Canada's World Trade Organization Business Advisory Council. In addition to all of that, he sits on the advisory boards of two leading organizations promoting advancement of women leaders, Catalyst Canada and the 30% Club Canada. He's also the host of the Speaking of Business podcast, which features interviews with Canadian innovators, entrepreneurs, and business leaders. He holds a Master of Arts in Public Policy from the University of Calgary. A big congratulations to Goldie Hyder. Please step forward.
Good evening. Let me begin by thanking you for this honor, and I want to congratulate all the others who were recognized. It's really humbling to be in your company. We do share a common cause, and that is to strengthen Canada-India relations. And frankly, we know that there is no shortage of opportunity to do just that. There is a lot to do. There's a role for government, and there's a role for business. I think business can frankly lead the way in our ability to invest, but also bring people together. What we need from our governments is the trade infrastructure to make that more conducive, business-friendly environment. And we need our governments to ensure that there is confidence in our environments, confidence that we care about the climate and other issues that are common for our people. And we provide both political and social stability in both of our countries to ensure that businesses can chart a future in each country for the long haul. So again, thank you for this honor and congratulations to everybody.
Our next award recipient is Harshvendra Sowen. As the Global Chief People Officer and Head Marketing, Harshvendra Sowen heads the Human Resources and Marketing functions at Tech Mahindra Limited. Over a 26-year span, he has worked for several organizations. Before becoming the Global Chief People Officer, he was CEO and Country Head at Tech Mahindra Canada and Head Business HR for APAC and IMEA Telecom and Enterprise for Tech Mahindra. He was previously at Fortis Healthcare Limited, where he was the Chief People Officer. Prior to that, he was the Chief People Officer at Aditya Birla Retail Limited and was responsible for the rapid scale-up of the organization. He's held several senior positions at the corporate office of Bharati Enterprises, where he was the designated Senior Vice President, People Excellence, and then became the head of HR for Bharati Retail Limited. He's also worked with the Oberoi Group and Punwire Limited. He is a member of the Executive Committee of the Global Forum on Migration and Development, an initiative of the International Organization of Employers, Geneva. Vendra could not be here tonight as he has a very important board meeting in India. We all know how that is. So instead, we have his daughter Inayat Sowen here and Team Tech Mahindra that will accept the award on his behalf. If you could step forward, please, and accept the award. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed exciting to be here with all of you, although virtually, and indeed a privilege and an honor to receive this award from Impact Media and Events Corporation. Looking at the list of winners clearly makes me proud to be part of this august gathering, as each one of the award recipients are truly outstanding individuals and professionals. As you are aware, my association with Canada goes back many years. And as some of you know, my daughter is based out of Toronto and my son is Canadian. At Tech Mahindra too, ladies and gentlemen, Canada remains our focus country and we hope to significantly increase our presence year on year. We have recently opened many development centers in various parts of the country and our commitment to enhancing the Indo-Canadian partnership is immense. Thank you once again for recognizing my efforts, and I'm sure this will inspire us to do a lot more. Thank you.
Our next award winner is Hema Bhatt. Hema is currently the Vice President of Natu Oil Services Incorporated, a premier supplier of edible oils and feed energy supplements, one of the largest importers of packaged palm oil and energy supplements, and a leader in introducing sustainable refined palm oil in North America. They are headquartered in BC, while their other offices are in Malaysia, the US, Singapore, and India. The company supports and donates to the following causes: the Terry Fox Foundation, Share Family and Community Services Society Food Bank, Eagle Ridge Hospital, Power of Hope Music Program for Incarcerated Youth, Gujarati Society of British Columbia, Indian Summer Festival, and mega medical and cataract surgery eye camps in India. Hema is an active philanthropist and supports both the local community as well as communities abroad. She sits on the boards of several organizations, including the Canada-India Foundation, the Royal Columbian Hospital Foundation, the Tri-Cities Chamber of Commerce Women in Business Committee, and the SFU India Advisory Council. She is the Vice President of the BC India Business Network and a mentor with the Immigrant Employment Council of BC. Big congratulations to Hema Bhatt. Please step forward and accept your award.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hema Bhatt, and I would like to congratulate Mr. Vipul Jani and the entire team at IMEC for a splendid evening of recognition and celebration. The event, the India at 75 Gala, has brought together so many distinguished people from all over Canada, whose contributions have been remarkable, extraordinary, and exceptional. I am a proud Indian and I'm happy to be part of this celebration today to celebrate the national milestone of India. The Indo-Canadian community has made significant contributions to Canadian society in the areas of business, arts and culture, healthcare, medicine, public service, advocacy, and philanthropy. India is currently one of the largest growing economies in the world and has now emerged as a global player. The awakened giant has tremendous amount of potential for growth, and the manner in which Indian youth are growing and their aspirations to excel works well for India. I am looking forward in a positive manner to better Canada and India relationships, moving forward to the next level and hopefully explore fresh initiatives. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Our next award winner is Dr. Indira Gurana. Dr. Gurana is the president and CEO of Laser Cosmetics and Pain Treatment Clinics, a chain of clinics based in the GTA. Over a period of 2 decades, with hard work, knowledge, and persistence, it has grown into a successful business in the GTA, catering to the community's cosmetics, health, and wellness needs. Dr. Gurana's career began in India. She was an assistant professor of electric and electronics engineering at BITS Pilani. She then moved to the US and was an adjunct professor of physics at Florida A&M University and a research associate at Clarkson University. The clinics offer the unique laser treatments such as addiction control, migraine relief, skin conditions, and pain relief, in addition to cosmetic laser treatments. She plans to expand her pain clinics all over India and Dubai. Dr. Gurana gives back to the community in various ways. In 2021, she pledged $25,000 to the University Health Network in Toronto for research on integrated disease management. At the 2021 Canada-India Foundation Golf Tournament, she won a Ford Mustang worth $30,000. And guess what? She donated it right back to be auctioned, and that money was raised and sent to the children of fallen soldiers in India. In the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, when the government regulations shut down her clinics, she delivered free meals and groceries to international students and seniors. Over the past several years, her clinic has been offering free treatments to seniors on Tuesdays. She obtained her PhD degree in atomic, molecular, and laser physics from the Indian Institute of Technology. Dr. Gurana is the daughter of an Indian Army officer and a school teacher. A big congratulations to Dr. Indira Gurana. Please step forward and accept your award.
Good evening, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a great pleasure to be here today in front of you all on the occasion of celebrating India at 75 together. Thank you, Mr. Vipul Jani and Impact Media for putting this wonderful event together and making me part of it. People to people and business to business relation between Canada and India has never been stronger. With so many students, business delegation and tech talent coming here every year from India, Canada is becoming second home to people of India. As a health and wellness professional, I would like to see a stronger relationship between Canada and India, as both the countries have so much to offer to each other. And I'm very happy to say that our ancient knowledge of integrative medicine is being recognized here in Canada finally. This healthier, friendlier, and engaging relationship between Canada and India will be beneficial for everyone. Thank you everyone for being here today, and let's celebrate this special night together.
Our next award recipient is Jatinder Banwait. Jatinder is the co-founder and CEO of J&M Group, an IT services, consulting, and business solutions organization. J&M Group offers a consulting-led integrated portfolio of IT and IT-enabled infrastructure and engineering services. They have more than 250 employees. J&M Group was recognized 2 times in a row by Branham 300 amongst the top 250 ICT companies in Canada in 2017 and 2018. The Branham 300 is the most comprehensive listing of public and private IT companies in Canada. In 2017, Canadian Business and Profit Today ranked J&M Group 30th on the 2017 Startup 50 ranking of Canada's top new growth companies. Jatinder supports the Sick Kids Foundation. He believes India is going to grow and develop into a superpower, and it will play a very important role in Canada's growth. Very well said. Congratulations, Jatinder Bunway. Please step forward. Moving on to our next award recipient, Joseph Xavier. Joseph is the president and CEO of SBI Canada Bank. Joseph's career of more than 3 decades spans several areas and countries. He has experience in consumer banking, commercial banking, international banking, treasury, technology, and HR. He's worked in India, the USA, Canada, and Panama. As CFO and Corporate Secretary, State Bank of India, California, during the Great Recession of 2007-2008, he helped the bank navigate the crisis. In India, Joseph managed SBI's relationship with the treasuries of its corporate clients and foreign investors, assisted by a team of over 70 relationship managers. Mr. Xavier has an MBA from Anna University in Chennai and a diploma in international banking and finance. Congratulations, Joseph Xavier. Please step forward and accept your award.
Namaskar. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav commemorates 75 years of India's independence and the glorious history of its people, culture and achievements. On behalf of SBI Canada Bank, I congratulate Impact Media for organizing this event and recognizing SBI Canada Bank as one of the most trusted brands. You may know that SBI is older than the oldest bank in Canada. SBI Canada Bank, a subsidiary of SBI, has been serving the community here in Canada for over 40 years. We are transforming ourselves into a digital bank with a personal touch. We speak your language, and our focus is to provide cost-effective and responsive solutions to all our customers. I congratulate fellow Indians who are gathered here, and together we will build a responsible diaspora that will contribute to strengthening trade and cultural relations between India and Canada. Thank you.
Our next award winner is Kamal Bhardwaj. Kamal is the president and CEO of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center, Inc., managing director and owner of the Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium, owner of Southwest Crematoriums and United We Care. Kamal has been in this business for 15 years and employs 100 people. He has expansion plans to build more funeral homes and crematoriums. United We Care is a business in the mental health and wellness sector. His future plans include building internationally in the energy sector. Kamal is the founding member of Suno Charity, an organization for the betterment of international students in Canada, providing them mental health support and other forms of social assistance. Kamal supports mandirs and gurdwaras and various seniors groups throughout the Toronto and GTA. He also supports fundraising drives for the William Osler Hospital Network. Kamal is also involved in his family's charity with the Kartarpur Charitable Fund. They have a hospital in Kartarpur, Punjab, that is for needy families who receive free medical care and medicine. And they've been operating this hospital for over 25 years. That's fantastic. A big congratulations to Kamal. Bhardwaj, please come forward and accept your award.
I would like to thank IMEC in receiving this wonderful honor and award. I feel privileged and blessed that I work in a profession that I love. I wake up every morning feeling good and ready to take on the day helping families. One of the things that I am proud of is the work that we do in bringing human remains or the repatriation back to India. Across Canada, we help bring Indian nationals who have passed away while studying, working, or just visiting back to their families with the help of our local partners in India. Also, special recognition to the Office of the Indian Consulate with their dedicated staff that facilitate the necessary documentation to make this happen. For my dedicated team of professionals that assist all these families 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, thank you, thank you. It's not easy work, and your dedication is greatly appreciated. I would like to end by saying, as business owners, we have a responsibility not only to our staff and customers, but I believe to the society as a whole. We are making decisions that impact lives and that shape the fabric of society. If you are able to, please give back and help those who are in need. By giving, you will receive tenfold. Thank you. Namaste.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a big round of applause for all of our award recipients so far? How inspiring, right? Amazing. And aren't we so lucky that we have such talent that have made their home in Canada? Honestly, the future is very, very bright here. I love it. If I could get everyone to also step forward for a nice group photo, and family and friends, if you would like to take a photo of your loved one, you can come up as well. So everyone gather together, bring your awards up, make sure you're showing them off. And everyone say cheese. And as we take the photo, just another reminder to all of our award recipients, after you are done with the stage, please make your way to the Indian flag right over there and make sure to sign where your name is. Thank you so much. And please have a seat at your respective tables. Again, don't forget to sign the flag. We've got something very special lined up now. It is an entertainment performance, an aerial dance by the artist Alexandra. And this has been exclusively arranged by Nyack Productions. So ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the sky right here and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Alexandra. What did you think? Give her a big round of applause. Wasn't she incredible? And makes it look so easy to fly up in the air like that. Amazing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to continue on, and don't forget we will have more performances as well, but let's get back to giving out some awards, shall we? So now I'm going to call back Vipul Jani to the stage, along with our High Commissioner Ajay Bisaria and Counsel General Apurva Shrivastava back to the stage to begin our third panel. And again, I will be calling the names of the award winners. So when you hear your name, please make your way up to the stage and have a seat, and we will commence. Okay, so again, if I could get our High Commissioner, Ajay Bisaria, and Counsel General Apurva Shrivastava to make your way to the stage. I would also like to invite the MD for CIBC Capital Markets, Cam Dadwar, if you could please come up on stage as well and help us with this next presentation. And I would like to start calling up my next set of award winners. So again, when you hear your name, please come up. Kanwar Dunjal, Kelly Awuja, Michael Mccabe, Parveen Vashni, Prasad Panda, Pankaj Agarwal, Prashant Shervastova, Pavin Gupta, Prem Bhatia, Raj Narula. Oh, someone's got a cheering squad. I like this. And Sandeep Gupta. Everyone, please make your way to the stage and have a seat. Thank you so much. And if all my panelists here could please have a seat. Photographers, get ready for those photos. Thank you so much. All right, I hope you're excited. I am. Let's meet our next round of award recipients. Our first one is Kanwar Dunjal. Kanwar is the CEO of Just Instruments, Inc. and a managing partner of Bakeman's Inc. Empire Bakery. His company provides consultations, designing, sales, repairs, and provides complete automation solutions for process control instrumentation. Kanwar has been involved in the community for several years. He is the executive member of the Sai Dam Food Bank, a charitable organization in Toronto. He is a director of the My India in Canada Association. He's also the executive member of the South Asian Philanthropic Council of the William Osler Health System Foundation. In 2017, he won the inaugural Chairs Award by the Brampton Board of Trade. In 2019, he was recognized by the Trade Promotion Council of India. In 2020, he won the RBC Top 25 Canadian Immigrant Award. He also believes Canada should support India's energy security ambitions through increased exports of conventional and nuclear energy, as well as clean and renewable energy technology. He is a diploma engineer in instrumentation and has an electrical engineering background as well. Big congratulations to Mr. Kanwar Dunjal. Please step forward and receive your award. Big round of applause, please.
Hi, my name is Kanwar Dunjal. I'm Director of Brampton Board of Trade, past President Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce, CEO and owner Just Instruments, and partner of Empire Bakery. I'm highly thankful to Mr. Vipul Jani of IMEC and team of IMEC for giving me this opportunity and recognition to receive this award on the auspicious 75 years of Indian independence. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is a landmark year of India, our motherland. I'm highly thankful to my family my customers who have supported us in all these years and took me to this position to receive this award. I always say, Canada is a land of opportunity. This is a place where you can fulfill your dreams, you can achieve your goals. Once again, I am highly thankful to all the stakeholders, all my support, all my family members for giving me support to reach this level. Without their continuous support, I couldn't do it. Once again, millions of thanks to my family, to all my friends, my customer, and team of IMEC. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye.
Our next award recipient is Kelly Awuja. Kelly is the CEO of Versa Networks based in Santa Clara, California. Versa Networks is an innovative leader in secure access service edge, security, networking, software-defined wide area network, cloud, and analytics. It has 600 employees around the world. Kelly is a seasoned industry veteran with more than 25 years of experience in networking and telecommunications. Kelly was recognized with the top 100 most powerful people in telecom in 2017. Yes, big woo there. He serves as a board member of the South Asian Heart Center at El Camino Hospital. Kelly's role model is the Dalai Lama, a selfless leader who lives for others, is humble, calm, always smiling, and gives unconditionally. Very true. A big congratulations to Kelly Awuja. Please step forward and accept your award.
Thank you, Impact Media and Events Corporation, for this great recognition. The special bond between Canada and India over the past 75 years has allowed folks like me to relocate and reestablish myself without forgetting my roots. These bridges that were laid out before I got here allowed me to be able to leverage the talent across both countries and drive innovation and bring to market products and technologies that can benefit not just these two great nations, but the entire world. Now, we're only getting started, and there's a lot more to be done by folks that are going to come after us. I consider myself fortunate to be part of this esteemed group to get recognized for the success, and I suspect that many newcomers and new folks will be leveraging and these paths that we built to drive even more success for both countries. Thank you again to IMEC for hosting this event and driving this recognition and this key milestone, and looking forward to celebrating many milestones together.
Our next award winner is Michael Mccabe. Michael is the Resident Director for North America at Data Sons, the principal investment holding company and promoter of data companies. He was responsible for Data Sons government affairs and strategy development across North America. In Canada, Data has business interests in technology, telecommunications, steel, mining, automotive, food and beverages, and the commercial aviation, and employs more than 7,000 people across the country. Michael joined Data in 2005, heading up the corporate communications at Data Consultancy Services across North America. His professional career began by working in public affairs, representing the interests of various trade associations across industry sectors in Washington, D.C. After moving to New York City, his work shifted to public relations, representing a number of technology and internet companies while working at public relations agencies. Michael is the son of U.S. Foreign Service officer and has lived in Delhi, India for over 3 years. and graduated high school from there. He holds a BA in International Relations from George Mason University. He currently resides in Washington, D.C. with his wife and 2 daughters. A big congratulations to Michael Mccabe, and to accept the award on his behalf, we would like to have Sindhu John, Head HR, TCS Canada, to please step forward and accept this award. Thank you.
On behalf of Tata Group companies in Canada, thank you for this recognition. Tata companies across industries have worked tirelessly over the past 2 decades to strengthen the ties between Canada and India. I would also like to compliment my fellow award recipients for their contributions to strengthening the bilateral relationship. And congratulations to Impact Media and Events Corporation for this India at 75 initiative. An ambitious and aspirational India at 75, supported by a growing economy and limitless opportunities, is expected to emerge even more strongly on the global stage over the next 2 decades. Canada and India are at a turning point in their relationship, supported by strong fundamentals and long-standing economic and cultural ties. There are numerous points of convergence across industries for a business group like the Tata Group, and we will continue to play a role in helping advance this relationship. I am very optimistic about the exchange of knowledge, talent, and innovation between the 2 countries, and I'm looking forward to working with you as we progress on this path to an even brighter future. Thank you.
Congratulations. And I know he's in Washington, but let's give a big round of applause. You can feel the 11 energy from us in Toronto. Thank you. And our next award recipient is Pavin Gupta. Pavin has been in the venture capital and financial sector for 35 years. He has over 400 employees and a gross turnover of more than 75 million. Pavin's family investments are in 3 areas: real estate, which includes hotels, apartment buildings, warehouses, and affordable housing; social impact ESG businesses; and in the mining and resource sector. Pavin has received several awards over the years. He was recognized in Vancouver's 40 Under 40 in 1998. He was given the UBC Alumni Builder Award to mark the association's 100th anniversary in 2017. In 2020, he received the Greater Vancouver Board of Trade Women's Leadership Council Wendy McDonald Diversity Award in the category of Outstanding Mentor or Sponsor. He's on the board of 4 charities: Foundations for Social Change, Instruments Beyond Borders, the Dalai Lama Center for Peace and Education, and the Vancouver Foundation. A big congratulations to Pavin Gupta. Please step forward and accept your award.
Dear IMEC, congratulations on this wonderful occasion of 75 Gala. It's fantastic to see so many Indians being honored and celebrated from across the country on this special occasion. I can only imagine what they will all accomplish over the next 75 years. The relationship Canada has with India, I think, is quite special and will only strengthen over time as the 2 countries start doing more trade and working closer together.
Congratulations again. A round of applause, please. Our next award winner is Prasad Panda. Prasad Panda is the Minister of Infrastructure for the Government of Alberta. From 2015, he's been an MLA of Alberta and Minister from 2019 onwards. Prasad worked in the energy sector for nearly 3 decades before joining politics. He began his career in India. From 1988, he started working in Reliance Industries in Mumbai and rose up the ranks in 16 years. At Reliance, he was deeply involved in the construction of the world's largest oil refinery. After coming to Canada in the early 2000s, he worked for SNC-Lavalin. He then worked for a decade at Suncor. In 2015, Prasad was elected as the MLA from the riding of Calgary Foothills in a by-election. Prasad was re-elected in 2019 from the riding of Calgary Edgemont and soon named as Minister of Infrastructure. Prasad was voted as 2021 Parliamentarian of the Year for Best Community Outreach by his fellow MLAs and recognized by the Speaker in the Legislative Assembly of Alberta on December 7th, 2021. Prior to getting elected, Mr. Panda was an active member of his community, having volunteered as the president of the Telugu Association of Calgary and as the vice president of the India-Canada Association of Calgary. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big congratulations to Prasad Panda. Please step forward and accept your award.
Thank you, IMEC, for organizing India at 75 Gala this year in Toronto on May 29. I would like to congratulate all the award winners, and I would like to thank all the volunteers and sponsors to make this event possible. This is very important occasion as India is celebrating 75 years of independence. In fact, last year, as Minister of Crown in Alberta's legislature, I issued a ministerial statement talking about the potential between the world's largest democracy and Canada, the country we all call home. There is a lot of potential to be realized between the two countries. Alberta and Canada can support India to meet their energy and food needs by providing them food and energy security. And India is sending a lot of skilled professionals to help Canada recover their economy and grow their economy. Both countries have a lot of potential yet to be realized. As Indo-Canadians, it's our job to integrate with the mainstream Canadians, and also at the same time, don't forget our motherland. So we should all help in strengthening and deepening the relations between Canada and India. God bless.
Congratulations again. Big round of applause, please. Our next award winner is Pankaj Agarwal. Pankaj is the managing partner of Agarwal Holdings, Inc. Their model is to have a significant stake in a portfolio of fast-growing technology companies in Canada. These companies are led by passionate entrepreneurs, and Agarwal Holdings actively helps them lead. In addition, they are passive investors in various fast-growing companies and funds. Across these organizations, Agarwal Holdings has a few hundred employees spread all over the globe. They have a significant presence in India, both in terms of investments as well as teams. Agarwal Holdings has been active in India for more than 30 years. After his graduation, Pankaj worked with Wipro, a leading Indian IT company, before becoming an entrepreneur at the age of 25. He moved to Canada in 2000, and since then, he has built many businesses. Pankaj was recognized by Business in Vancouver Top 40 Under 40. Pankaj has served on several boards, including Science World, BC Tech Industries Association, and TIE. He's been actively engaged in various charitable initiatives in India, such as Akal, by supporting their BC chapter and many schools in India. Pankaj believes that education is the key to equality and prosperity. Pankaj loves traveling and has a goal of visiting 100 countries before turning 60. An engineering graduate from Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. He also has an MBA from the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. Congratulations, Pankaj Agarwal. Please step forward and receive your award.
Thank you to Mr. Vipul Jani and IMEC for organizing such a great event and recognizing me. I was born and brought up in India, and I'm a proud beneficiary of Indian education system as well as conducive business environments of Canada and India. Canada and India are two vibrant democracies, and they are natural partners of trade and culture. I've been working on Canada-India corridor for more than 20 years, and I look forward to the continued success of Canada-India partnership.
Congratulations again. Our next award winner is Prashant Shervastova. Prashant is a leader in the international education sector with over 16 years of experience in international business development in the US, Canada, and India. Prashant joined Seneca College in 2014. In 2018, he was appointed as Director, Business Development, to lead Seneca's student recruitment and business development in South Asia. Prashant has delivered presentations at several international conferences on the Indian education system, in Canadian education, Ontario college system, and participated in panel discussions on international education and skills development. He works closely with the Indian and Canadian government in organizing international training programs of Indian civil servants in Canada. He's participated in trade missions to India led by the Government of Canada in 2017 and 2018, Government of Ontario in 2015 and 2019, and the Government of British Columbia in 2008, resulting in the signing of MOUs in the fields of entrepreneurship, education, and skills development. Prashant volunteers with various business chambers, international associations, and community organizations in deepening Canada's international relations. Prashant hails from the state of Uttar Pradesh and came to Canada as an international student in 2003. He's a regulated international student immigration advisor as per the College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultants, Canada. A big congratulations to Prasad Shervastova. Please step forward and receive your award.
Thank you, IMEC, for this recognition on the occasion of India at 75 celebrations, celebrating 75 years of India's independence. For last few years, I have seen IMEC doing an amazing work in developing bilateral relations between our two democracies, particularly during the COVID times, with series of virtual conferences such as Make in India, Renewable Energy, and education forums. You have brought India and Canada closer with stakeholders in both countries exploring synergies. I am thankful to the leadership of Seneca President David Agnew that we at Seneca are able to contribute to the skill development and training of Indian students and professionals in Canada. I dedicate this award to our international students who have been contributing phenomenally in the Canadian society. Once again, thank you, IMEC, for bestowing this award on me.
Congratulations again. Our next award winner is Pavin Gupta. Pavin Gupta is a real estate investor and has been involved in the real estate market for nearly 5 decades. Pavin bought his first property in 1977, just 2 years after immigrating to Canada. At the peak of his career, Pavin had over 300 rental units. Oh, very impressive. Pavin has been involved in charity work since his youth. Over the last 4 decades, he and his wife Sudha has provided affordable and reliable housing to new immigrants and helped new students in Canada get started and settle down by providing mentorship and support, as well as warm blankets and clothes. Pavin joined with Mr. Anand Agarwal to start an organization called Dudkin to bring awareness about heart disease to the Indo-Canadian community. To date, the organization has raised over $10 million to support the Ottawa Heart Institute. Pavin and his wife have traveled to 30 countries, but Pavin hopes to travel more, especially in Asia. He graduated from Punjab University in 1969 with a BA in economics, and he believes that education has served him well. Congratulations, Pavin Gupta. Please step forward and receive your award.
Hi everyone, my name is Pavin Gupta and I am from Ottawa. I came to Canada in January 1975 and as a matter of fact, I am turning 75 this year. The India at present compared to the India in 1975 has definitely seen some substantial changes and tremendous growth, especially in the past few years. I want to congratulate India for their 75th Independence Day and their hard work and dedication to make India world leader. I also want to thank my wife Sudha and my children who have always been by my side throughout my journey to become who I am today. Lastly, I want to thank IMEC Media and Vipul Bhai for organizing the wonderful event. Thank you.
Congratulations again. Round of applause, please. Our next award winner is Prem Bhatia. Prem is the president of PB Holdings, Inc. After graduating from Punjab University, Prem joined his family business trading in steel products in Delhi. In Canada, he set up a steel trading company in Ottawa called Metal Exports Limited, and very soon it became a big exporter to India. He then ventured into land development and construction. While the bulk of his business has been taken over by his son, he's involved in projects as the president of PB Holdings, Inc. Outside of his work, Prem engages in philanthropy, including contributing to the Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario, and has been recognized by various organizations for his achievements. On India at 75, he salutes India, which has given so many CFOs to so many international companies and is well known globally for its achievements in every field. Congratulations, Prem Bhatia. Please step forward and accept your award.
Hello and good evening, everyone. On this special occasion, and which is going to be most memorable evening for all of us, to start with, I would like to thank Vipul Jani and Impact Media for recognizing me and inviting me to be a part of this gala celebrating 75th year of Indian independence and India-Canada relationship. Would also like to congratulate Vipul and his entire team for organizing such an amazing event by bringing to gather so many people from different fields and from all over Canada. It's a great opportunity for all of us to meet and develop new relationship among us. I will always be too glad to participate with Impact Media for any such event in future to highlight India-Canada relationship. Thank you all and enjoy the rest of the evening. Namaskar and best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
Congratulations again. Our next award winner is Raj Narula. Woo, yes. Raj is the founder and CEO of Inca Synergies. He's a serial entrepreneur and an active angel investor in e-learning, web portals, security, and IT companies. He started his first successful business in his 20s. In his 35-year journey as an entrepreneur, Raj has co-founded and operated many businesses in Ottawa. He helped launch numerous startups and helped to secure millions of dollars in early and mid-stage funding. Raj has spent the last 15 years in the Canada-India corridor building a product and services practice. Raj helps technology companies scale up internationally in India and the surrounding market. He is a co-founder and charter member of the Ottawa chapter of TIE. Raj and his family were instrumental in creating their Maharaja's Ball charity event in 2006, which raised over $1 million for the community. Amazing. He is also a board member for the Ottawa Heart Institute Foundation, campaign member with the Ottawa Community Foundation, and Raj speaks and understands 5 languages and has traveled to more than 50 countries. Raj's late father was a diplomat, so he grew up in 4 different countries. He has led many trade delegations to India, working with federal ministers, the mayor of Ottawa, and is a mentor at Reliance Jio GenNext in Mumbai. He's also hosted many delegations to Canada from India. A big congratulations to Raj Narula. Please step forward and receive your award.
Good evening, I'm Raj Narula. I'm honored to be included as an award recipient for the inaugural IMEC India at 75 Gala tonight. Thank you to Vipul Jani, CEO of IMEC, for his vision. Canada and India are at a crossroads and enjoy a very robust economic relationship today. I have spent the last 20 years working in this corridor, and my biggest takeaway was making a difference by introducing key technologies to the India market that originated from Canada in education, telecom, and financial services. Special thanks goes to my late father, Mr. G.S. Narula, who retired as an ambassador to the Indian Foreign Service and was a path for us to arrive in Canada in 1972. He provided me the courage to never be afraid to tackle any challenge, big or small. Doing business in India was a big challenge. I also acknowledge my wife Jyoti and my family for all their undeterred support for me while I traveled all over the world conducting business. Congratulations to all the accomplished recipients joining me today, and a big shout out goes to my team at Quantropy in Ottawa for putting this video together. Thank you.
Our next award winner is Sandeep Gupta. He is the owner of Aarti Group and has been in the textile business for over 3 decades. His business now spans across the entire American continent, including Argentina, Chile, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, Mexico, the US, and of course, Canada. He sources textiles, fabrics, yarns, and their related chemicals and dyes from various countries in Asia, but mainly from India. He started his own spinning factory in Haryana, which caters to the local and export markets. Aarti Textile Business annual turnover now surpasses $200 million. Yes, and the group turnover is around $250 million. As his business has grown, he has invested in other businesses in Canada. He manages several commercial plazas and industrial properties in southern Ontario. Sandeep has also become an active investor in real estate and entered the field of real estate development and construction. He's currently working on 10 development projects across Ontario, including a Marriott in Toronto and a multi-use residential project in the heart of Brampton. He also has interest in financing and iron and steel industries in the Canadian market. Sandeep and his family are deeply committed to philanthropy. Sandeep has pledged $1 million to Trillium Health Partners to support the redevelopment and expansion of Trillium's Mississauga Hospital. Yes, folks, $1 million. Yes. Congratulations, Sandeep Gupta. Please come forward and accept your award.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for the recognition. I would like to congratulate Mr. Vipul Jani and IMEC and thank them for their great efforts. I'm so pleased to be celebrating the 75th year of Independence Day of India with exemplary Indians and friends of India across Canada. I believe the relationship between India and Canada are continuing to grow stronger every year, and I'm looking forward to seeing greater coordination among the two countries. Thank you so much and have a great evening.
Congratulations again, an amazing pledge of $1 million to the hospital. Thank you so much for that and for the community. Folks, can I get you to give a big round of applause for all of our lovely award recipients? So impressive. Aren't we so proud of our community? I know I am. And folks, if I could get you to all step forward for a nice group photo, please grab your awards. And again, friends and family, please step forward as well. This is the moment to take a nice photo. And as they take the photo, again, a quick reminder to all my award recipients, make sure to go over to our Indian flag right over there and make sure to sign so that it can be part of the final flag sent to the Indian government. Thank you so much, everyone. And please make your way over to the flag so you can sign it and take some photos as well. Congratulations. Good to see you, sir. All right, everyone, I hope you're having an amazing evening. Honestly, aren't you just feeling so inspired by all these individuals, right? Like, you can just feel that motivation to be like, you know what, nothing is impossible. So many incredible stories of people coming to Canada, starting off with nothing, and look what they've built. So I hope you're feeling that inspiration in your own lives and careers as well. We are going to continue to honor another group of individuals in our next panel, but right now we wanted to take a little break and enjoy another sizzling performance by BDS. So folks, can I get you to make a big round of applause for BDS? Show them some love as they come out and perform a filmy melody. Enjoy.
कहना ही क्या ये नैनिक अनजान भी ना मिले, कैसे मिले दिल न जानो, अब क्या करें क्या नाम ले, कैसे उन्हें मैं पुकारूं।
പുഞ്ചിരി തഞ്ചി കൊഞ്ചിക്കോ മുന്തിരി മുത്തൊളി ചിന്തിക്കോ മഞ്ചണി വർണ്ണ ചുന്ദരി വാവേ തങ്കിണ്ണക്ക തകതിമിയാടും തങ്കനിലാവേ ഹോയ് പുഞ്ചിരി തഞ്ചി കൊഞ്ചിക്കോ മുന്തിരി മുത്തൊളി ചിന്തിക്കോ മഞ്ചണി വർണ്ണ ചുന്ദരി വാവേ തങ്കിണ്ണക്ക തകതിമിയാടും തങ്കനിലാവേ
जिया चले जा चले नैनो तले, धुआं चले धुआं चले, रात भर धुआं चले, जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना सकेरी। जिया चले जा चले नैनो तले, धुआं चले धुआं चले, रात भर धुआं चले, जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना सकेरी। जिया जले
കുറുവാരിക്കിളിയേ കുറുവാരിക്കിളിയേ കുക്കുരു കുരു കുരു കൂവി കുറുകി കുന്നിമരത്തെ ഊയല്ലാടി കൂടുമറുക്കി കൂട്ടുവിളിക്കുന്നേ മാരൻ നിന്നെ കൂകി കുറുകി കൂട്ടുവിളിക്കുന്നേ
जिया चले जा चले जिया चले जिया
As we're getting set up, I'm just going to again let everybody know this is our next panel. Again, I'll be calling our award recipients, so when you hear your name, please come on over and have a seat. And if I could get Vipul Jani to make your way to the stage, along with our High Commissioner Ajay Bisaria and Counsel General Apurva Shrivastava, if you could please make your way to the stage as well. I will need your assistance in recognizing our award recipients. Okay, I see Vipul. He'll find me the other ones as well. Okay, so again, if I could get our High Commissioner and our Counsel General to please make their way to the stage and help us with the next award ceremony. And as we continue to get the stage set up, let me start recognizing and calling up our next set of award winners. So again, when I call your name, please come up on stage. Rakesh Joshi, Raman Agarwal, Roseanne O'Reilly Runte, Surpreet Warna, Surjit Babra, Victor Thomas, Tazim Lal, Vipul Patel, Vijay Thomas, Ranj Pillai, and Rajesh Kurana. Please, everyone, come up on stage and join us so we can begin our next panel. Before we get started, I just wanted to acknowledge we have Councillor Gurpreet Dillon here. So if you could please stand up and wave and be acknowledged. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting us. Councillor Dillon, I think you're somewhere here. There we go. So thank you so much, Councillor Dillon, for coming up. And thank you for helping us fight car insurance in Brampton, right? I'm going to place it on you. I love it. So thank you so much. And then I think I have everyone here as well. Perfect. So let's get started. Is everyone ready? Yes, we're ready. If everyone in the lobby could make your way inside as well, and by the bar, if you could also take a seat, that would make me very happy. So all my friends in the back there, if you could please have a seat, let's get started, and then we can start our networking session as well. Thank you, friends. Much appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, our first award recipient for this panel is Rakesh Joshi. He is a barrister, solicitor, and notary public running his own law firm, Joshi Law Office. He's also been very active on the Canada-India corridor, both as a member and on the boards of Indo-Canadian organizations. He tirelessly advocates for stronger Canada-India relations and also has visited India as part of Canadian delegation teams. Currently, he's serving as a director and vice president of Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce. He has continuously dedicated his time and resources to building the Indo-Canadian community in all aspects: social, cultural, economic, political, and religious. He is the recipient of the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Award and the Canada 150 Award. He's also been honored by a lot of other social, cultural, religious, and non-for-profit organizations for his community work. A big congratulations to Rakesh Joshi. Please come forward and accept your award. A big round of applause, please.
Good evening, everyone. I'm happy and honored to be in this esteemed company and thank Mr. Vipul Jani and Impact Media for bringing so many prominent people together from all over Canada, celebrating this special milestone for India here in Canada. Canada has a strong 1.5 million Indian diaspora, which is contributing greatly in business and politics in Canada. We also have thousands of students who come from India and make this country richer with their energy and wisdom. I see this bilateral relationship as mutually beneficial, and it can grow stronger in the days and years to come. Let us do our part to bring these two democracies closer. It would be good not just for Canada, India, but for everyone beyond these two countries as well. Once again, thanks everyone and have a great evening. Thank you.
And congratulations again, sir. Well, really well deserved. Our next award winner is Raman Agarwal. Raman is the president and CEO of Akran Group of Companies, which includes marketing, advertising, promotion, IT, consulting, and real estate companies with a 36-year business history, over 55 employees, and an annual combined revenue exceeding $100 million. Amazing. Akran champions environment, education, and community causes through the Akran Foundation, a Canadian-based registered charity. The foundation provides direct assistance via the Missing Children's Network of Canada, Dave Smith Youth Treatment Center, the Children's Wish Foundation, the Ottawa Food Bank, and currently assists over 25 local charities. Raman has served as a board member for the Better Business Bureau and Habitat for Humanity, Children's Wish Foundation, and Children's Aid Foundation. He was born in India and came to Ontario in 1980 at the age of 19. He studied electrical engineering at the University of Ottawa and launched some of Canada's most successful IT companies, employing over 100 people at peak. He transformed Akran into a multi-million-dollar marketing and real estate company in 2000. He believes that with its expanding population and impressive economic growth, no other emerging market offers such a strong opportunity today as India. Very well said. And a big congratulations to Raman Agarwal. Please step forward and be recognized.
Good evening. I want to thank you, Vipulji and Impact Media and Events Corporation for recognizing me on the 75th anniversary of Independence of India Gala this evening. India has come a long way in the last 75 years, and now India is on a verge to become a superpower one day. Let us remember today the sacrifice of all the freedom fighters who fought for freedom from the British rule. We are lucky to have our roots and foundation from India, a country very rich in culture and values. Our strong upbringing and ethics enables to succeed in any environment or any country. I'm proud to be Indo-Canadian.
Congratulations again. A round of applause. Our next award winner is Roseanne O'Reilly Runte. Roseanne is the president and CEO of the Canada Foundation for Innovation, a non-for-profit organization funded by the Government of Canada. To date, CFI's contribution to research infrastructure has exceeded $9 billion, and with matching funds from the provinces, $20 billion, folks. Amazing. With Dr. Pradeep Merchant and Mr. Barj Dahan, she established the Canada-India Center at Carleton University. This project took her to India on half a dozen occasions, where she met with senior members of the Indian government and established partnerships with a half dozen universities. In addition to creating the space for the center and its small library, she promotes lectures and activities on campus for Indo-Canadian students, as well as students visiting from India. With the center, she organized several conferences and hosted many visitors, including cultural events through the High Commissioner to Canada. Dr. Runte has a PhD in literature and has served as a professor and president at 5 universities in Canada and the US. She's received many awards, including the Order of Canada. She's also served on the boards of the National Bank of Canada, among many others. Ladies and gentlemen, a big congratulations to Roseanne O'Reilly Runte. Please step forward and be recognized.
Thank you so much for this award, which I accept most humbly, knowing that my modest contribution reflects the work of many. Thank you as well for recognizing the importance of international collaboration and partnerships, and the way each one of us can contribute to a world, and I paraphrase Tagore, in which knowledge and reason are respected, where words ring out from the depths of truth and sincerity, and where we will move together toward ever broader and more inspiring thoughts and actions for the good of humankind. Thank you.
Congratulations again. Our next award winner is Surpreet Warna. Surpreet Warna is the Chief Operating Officer of Wealth and Personal Banking at HSBC Bank Canada. There, she has the oversight of all transformation and delivery, automation and process simplification, cost control and governance, collections, fraud management, channel operations, and performance effectiveness areas. Surpreet started her career working for a U.S. bank in New York City. She was one of the youngest branch managers at the age of 23. In 2005, she returned to Canada and started working for CIBC, where she moved into increasingly senior roles. She joined HSBC Canada in 2017 and has now risen to COO. She sits on the board of FinCanX Services Limited Partnership, a limited partnership 100% owned by Canadian financial institutions. She's also an advisor to Pink Attitude Evolution, a network of passionate and hardworking individuals committed to uplift and support South Asian women and allies. She's very disciplined in spending time daily in meditation. She finds it critical to manage the competing demands on her time and attention, and I completely agree. It's a great way to handle stress. So, ladies and gentlemen, a big congratulations to Surpreet Warna. Please step forward and be recognized.
I would like to start by thanking Impact Media for this recognition. I'm truly humbled to be recognized among such an esteemed group. As a first-generation Indo-Canadian, I've been able to appreciate all of the wonderful benefits of living in this beautiful country while still celebrating my rich Indian heritage and culture. As the COO for Wealth and Personal Banking, HSBC Bank Canada, I'm also grateful to HSBC for giving me the platform to mentor and encourage other South Asian women to aspire and to be ambitious in their career journeys in the financial services sector. Thank you once again.
Congratulations. Our next award winner is Sergey Babra. Sergey is the chairman of Skylink Capital and vice chairman at Highbury Canco. He employs over 600 people. Sergey selected travel business as his career in the UK in 1972. He invested in numerous other travel companies, aviation companies, and other transportation companies with great success. In 1991, Sergey and Walter Arbib started Skylink Aviation. It provided aircraft and logistical support to organizations such as the United Nations, Red Cross, World Food Program, Canadian Armed Forces, and the International Organization for Migration. In 1996, the group established a domestic aviation company called Skylink Express. In 2014, Sergey and 3 other partners purchased the Heinz Leamington plant in Ontario, therefore reinvesting in the province and saving 250 jobs. The company has now expanded to 600 employees. Sergey started his own Skylink Children's Charity, which has contributed to many causes, including Haiti, Sick Kids Hospital Toronto, and the Guru Gobind Singh Children's Foundation Toronto. He runs a nonprofit called Lunger for the Mind, which conducts free motivation and self-improvement seminars. Big congratulations to Mr. Sergey Babra. Please step forward and be recognized.
I wholeheartedly thank the organization for this auspicious award. Thank you, Vipulji and Impact Media for organizing many high-level events in the past that have added value in knowledge, networking, and growth. There is still so much catching up to do and more. The most important thing for all of us to do is to stand together to bring harmony, peace, and prosperity in the world. I believe sincere efforts are being made by Canada and India to form closer ties that will benefit both countries. The citizens of both countries have a lot to offer the world. Let us step forward and be counted. Once again, thank you for the award.
Congratulations, Sir Gates. Our next award winner is Victor Thomas. Victor is the president and CEO of the Canada-India Business Council. He has worked with high-growth private sector companies in Canada and Australia with reach to India, China, Southeast Asia, the USA, and UAE over his career. Victor was the principal and executive director of Aspen Medical Canada, Inc., a division of Aspen Medical, an international firm with expertise in delivering healthcare solutions in complex and often remote environments. Victor is the chair of Saskatchewan's Innovation Place. He served as a corporate director of Sask Energy from 2008 to 2016, serving as chair of its Human Resources and Compensation Committee and as vice chair from 2012 to 2016. Victor has served on several charities and non-for-profits, including as chair of CARE Canada's board of directors. He sits on the CARE International Council, and he's the former chair of CARE International in Kenya. Congratulations, Victor Thomas. Please step forward and be recognized.
Hi, my name is Victor Thomas, and I grew up in the heart of the Canadian prairies. I did not have very many people of Indian origin around me, and so it is truly a pleasure to be included with such an illustrious group. India, on the cusp of moving past the 75 years, is really, to me, a reemergence of India. India will be hosting the G20 presidency as of December 1st of this year. And that really shows to the world, and to my mind, India's economic coming out party. India now has well over 100 tech unicorns. India will be having over $1 trillion of investment possibilities. And though many of us haven't traveled to India for 2 years, I've been fortunate over the last few months to have been in India 3 times. And most importantly, in March, when I got to see Minister Goyal and Minister Ng bring Canada-India trade negotiations back on the table. And I'm very hopeful that in the cusp of this next 75 years, early on, Canada will have some kind of trade agreement with India, and the possibilities are endless. Thank you so much again for this very kind recognition.
Congratulations again, Victor. Our next award winner is Tazim Lal. Tazim is the owner of Thank You India, a Canadian social enterprise based in Ottawa, Ontario. Thank You India has strong ties to the artisan communities in India, working with their skills to create unique jewelry designs and textiles that are one of a few pieces supporting living wages. Tazim is a trained and certified Canadian interior designer. Her skills include architectural drawings, furnishings, finishes, and equipment knowledge. She designed one of the first silver LEED designated buildings in Toronto. Tazim gives back to the community in various ways. She was the chair for the World Partnership Golf event in Ottawa. This is an initiative of the Aga Khan Foundation Canada and is Canada's only national golf event dedicated to raising funds and awareness to end global poverty. Since 2000, they have raised over $18 million. Yes. Her family is from East Africa, and she's the youngest of 8 children. She graduated with a bachelor's in science from the University of Toronto. She taught science and math as a supply teacher for 3 years, and then pursued interior design at Algonquin College in Ottawa. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause and congratulate Tazim Lal. Please step forward and be recognized.
It was a trip to India in 2007 with my then teenaged kids that prompted me to start my social enterprise. You see, I saw poverty through their eyes. It left me a thirst to put my skills to use. My professional interior designer skill set, along with a strong ethic of giving back, Thank You India was a step that came by naturally. The artisanal sector impressed me with their generational skill set and the fact that it is the most impoverished sector, not only in India. It became the focus of Thank You India. 15 years later, we have worked with over 200 artisans, weavers from Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat, and with jewelers from Rajasthan. We partner with numerous brand labels that also practice fair wages and dignify artisanal work. Some of these include Women Weave, Kala Raksha, Bag Print, and Khamer. In the last 10 years, we've seen an exponential growth in the artisanal sector. It has become ever important to know where our clothes are coming from, and we're also conscious of making fairly paid work a priority. This growth we see as a place of partnership with Canada, especially for the sustainable fashion-conscious millennials. I'm humbled today to be included in the 75th celebration of India's independence with the other recipients across Canada, a perfect way to bring deserved attention to the milestone of India and Canada relations.
Congratulations, Tazeen. Our next award winner is Vipul Patel. Vipul is the Vice President, Head of Supply Chain with a 30-year experience in the pharmaceuticals industry. Sun Pharma is a $4.3 billion US company with 18,000 employees. He is actively involved with branded generics, branded pharmaceutical products, and now into biosimilars. Mr. Patel supports Blind People's Association. Through his family foundation, they've built and supported orthopedic and women's health hospitals. He's also associated with the Rotary International's Polio Plus program, which helped India eradicate polio. Vipul Patel also supports women's healthcare and basic education in rural India. For the last 9 years, he has worked for a Canadian-owned and operated generic pharmaceutical startup and built the business from a modest turnover to a $100 million company in Canada. Amazing. Congratulations, Vipul Patel. Please step forward and be recognized.
Good morning. I am overwhelmed with the gratitude to have been selected to receive the IMEC India at 75 Gala Award. Thank you to the IMEC committee, Mr. Vipul Jani. As Mata Devaki and Mata Yashoda are to Lord Krishna, India and Canada are to me. Though my motherland is and will always be India, Canada has adopted me with arms wide open. Growing up in India and having established a career in the pharmaceutical industry and working over there for more than 15 years, I would have never imagined that one day I will be an executive of a leading pharmaceutical company in Canada. I recall the days of hardship as a new immigrant to Canada and thank the Indo-Canadian community, my wife Rupal, and God for the support and the motivation they provided and continue to do so. To all the youth of our community, let this be an example of the heights you can reach and the success that is to follow. A new day awaits you, and when the dawn comes, it will be because of all the immigrant parents that fight hard and make sure that you become the next generation leaders who take us to a time when we can proudly say, yes, it was worth all the move.
Congratulations, Vipul. Thank you so much. Our next award winner is Vijay Thomas. I think some people know you in the audience there, Vijay. Vijay Thomas is the founder and CEO of Tangentia, a global agile digital transformation company. The company has over 300 employees worldwide and 20 million in gross annual revenue. He started Tangentia Ventures in 2017 to look for opportunities outside of the information technology sector already covered by Tangentia, and invested in multiple startups globally, including Clean Planet, a made-in-Canada apparel manufacturing company based in Scarborough, which became one of the largest manufacturers of hospital gowns in 2021, and Pumpkin Cart, the leader in ethnic food delivery in Toronto, and many others. Tangentia Green and Tangentia Electronics are two new ventures that are focused on the renewable energy and semiconductor electronics business segments in India. Tangentia are on the Profit 500 list of the fastest growing companies in Canada 6 years in a row. Tangentia America was on the Inc. 5000 list of the fastest growing companies in the US. Tangentia India was voted IT Company of the Year by Business Goa magazine. Vijay has been involved in several non-for-profit and charitable organizations. He served as president of the Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce, is one of the founding treasurers of the Willowdale BIA, board member of TIE Toronto, as well as several other local and global organizations. A big congratulations to Vijay Thomas. Please step forward and be recognized.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor and a privilege to be amongst all these illustrious and accomplished people. 20 years back, when I came to Canada, I wondered, will things work out? Am I leaving the comfort of India? Will I be able to put new roots in Canada? Today, 20 years later, I must say this to this room. Things have turned out very well, and for which I have to thank Canadians at large for being large-hearted and welcoming to new immigrants. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank a couple of other people, IMEC and Vipul Jani, for putting this show together. I'd like to thank a lot of the people in this room who have been part of my journey over the last 20 years. I'd like to especially thank my family for being with me through thick and thin. And special thanks to everybody at the Tangentia table. You guys are all special, and thanks for making time to be here today. And everybody, have a great evening. God bless Canada. Jai Hind.
Our next award winner is Minister Ranj Pillai. He is the Minister of Economic Development in the Government of Yukon. He holds the portfolios of Economic Development, Tourism and Culture, Yukon Housing Corporation, Yukon Liquor Commission, and the Yukon Lottery Commission. Minister Pillai holds roles with numerous First Nation development corporations and junior mining companies. He was first elected to the Yukon Legislative Assembly in 2016 for the riding of Porter Creek South, and was appointed as Deputy Premier, Minister of Energy, Mines and Resources, Economic Development, and Minister responsible for the Yukon Development Corporation and Yukon Energy Corporation. He was re-elected for a second term in April 2021. Minister Pillai is the recipient of the North Startup Canada 2019 Regional Award for Entrepreneur Promotions. He is a former member of the Governor General's Leadership Conference and Banff Forum. Outside of his work, Minister Pillay sponsors and plays on a number of basketball teams, loves attending concerts, and hunting in the mountains throughout the Yukon. His favorite places to visit are the mountains of Yukon and the beaches in Nova Scotia. Unfortunately, Minister Pillay got COVID, so he's not able to join us this evening, but we're sending him lots of warm wishes, and we will make sure he gets his award later on when he's up for it. So can we get a round of applause and congratulate Minister Pillay on his achievements? I know wherever he is, he's feeling the love. Our next award winner is Rajesh Kurana. He is the CEO of Mortgage Diligent and Zivasa Realty Inc. This is a success story of a man from a humble background who started his journey by door knocking, and he became the CEO of 2 successful companies. Mr. Gurana founded Mortgage Diligent, which quickly became one of the most trusted brands in the mortgage industry. Under his leadership, the company has grown leaps and bounds from a single agent, which was himself, to a full-service mortgage brokerage with 100+ agents. The company has a state-of-the-art corporate office in Mississauga. In 2018, Mr. Gurana also funded a real estate company under the name of Zivasa Realty Inc., and a big congratulations to Rajesh Gurana. Please come up and be recognized. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're enjoying dinner, but I need you to make a lot of noise for all of our award recipients because that was our last one. So lots of love and enthusiasm for all of our award winners. All so incredible, all with amazing stories, and I hope you're feeling so proud of them as much as I am. So big congratulations to all of them. And before I let you go, if we could have everyone come up for a nice group photo, please grab your trophies. Photographers, get ready. Perfect. Yes, everyone's in position already. And let's get a photo. And as we take the photo again, all my award recipients, please make sure to go over to the Indian flag before you leave tonight and sign where your name is. Very, very important. And also, can I get my other award recipients from the earlier panels to come on stage? We're going to take a big group photo of all of our awards. So if I could get all of our award winners to make their way to the stage. And please grab your trophies. Don't forget those. So come on up. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them another round of applause. Incredible achievements tonight. I know we're celebrating tonight. Okay, so I just also want to take a moment with Vipul Jani here to acknowledge all of this. Not only was put on by Mr. Vipul Jani, can we give him a round of applause, everyone, for all of his hard work? He really is a one-man show. All of this is on his shoulders. We just, his directions, but he is the mastermind and the brains behind all of this. And I can say I've known Vipul for many years now, He really is so passionate about bridging that gap between India and Canada, right? Really connecting the two countries in so many different ways, charity, community, business. So I think this is just a great example of how he brings people together. So I hope you've had a wonderful evening. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge that the production of this lovely event was courtesy of Naik Production. So right now I would like to invite Alokik and Dimple Naik to come on stage so that they can be recognized with a token of appreciation. And can I get a big round of applause for them? Naik Production, everybody. Thank you so much for your hard work. Basically, they're the ones who hand me those slips of papers, you know, you see me reading off of, or the cell phone that when they change the script. Those are the two people that are behind all of that. There you guys go, the winning team. Thank you again, Alokik and Dimple Naik of Naik Production. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to now call Vipul Jani to bring some closing remarks. Everyone, please welcome him back to the podium.
Okay, so I know everybody's busy eating, so nobody's going to listen anyways. But anyway, thank you all for joining today, and hope to see you at my future events, more Canada-India related events, galas, conferences, roundtables. So congratulations to all the award recipients for tonight. A sincere thank you to the Consul General of India, to the High Commissioner of India, to all the members of Parliament, city councillors that joined today, graced the occasion today, and hope to see you soon again. Okay, so thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that concludes the stage portion of tonight. So as you can see, you have dinner. Please enjoy it. I also wanted to let you know you will have time to network and meet with each other, so we highly encourage that. So feel free to come up here, take photos, meet with each other at tables, and again, please go check out this amazing Indian flag. I think it's going to be such an amazing opportunity when we present it to the Indian government as a souvenir of Canada. So please make sure to go there, take photos, and thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. We will see you at our next event. Have a great night, everyone.